Hi everyone, Meteorologist Emery here in the Fox 19 First Alert Streaming Center. Apologies for the slight delay. We were running into some issues, but we've since resolved those. We are good to go. We are live wherever you stream. We do this every single day of the work week, Monday through Friday. We are live on the 24/7 weather streaming channel. We're live on the Fox 19 News and First Alert Weather app. We're also live on fox19.com. We're live on YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, and of course, we are live on Facebook, where if you have any questions or comments, you can always feel free to chime in on both the Fox 19 Facebook page as well as my Facebook page at Ethan Emery WX. And I will say the forecast this weekend, not too bad. We are talking about conditions that will be dry through the daytime hours at least for both Saturday and Sunday, and then also to temperatures on the rise, warming up each day. So we've got that going for us. We have more on this forecast coming up here in just a couple of seconds. But right now, meteorologist Ethan Emery here. Hopefully you've all had a great Friday. It's finally Friday here. Now we're diving into the weekend, and the weekend forecast does look to be, again, fairly tranquil as we go on into both Saturday and Sunday. So looking ahead to our forecast for tonight, this is something I normally do on 19 at 6 on Saturday and Sunday nights, but I'm going to give it to you here because Friday nights, folks want to go out. They want to have a, do what they need to do. But I'll give you the forecast. We call it the forecast first for tonight, tomorrow, and the next 7 days. And then we'll dive into more deeper discussion. So tonight, we got a low temperature falling down to about 22 degrees. So we are looking at another cold night, but the wind's not going to be much of a factor here with regards to the fact that it is not looking at wind chills near zero or anything like that. Now for Saturday, we are warming up to a high of 42, mostly sunny. And then the 7-day forecast, this is where things get a little interesting because we got a high up to 50 by Sunday. Clouds will increase through the day, rain late in the after the day. So Sunday night, rather, rain moving in. That'll continue into our Monday. Monday, scattered showers and breezy, a high of 54. Tuesday, a few isolated showers and up to 49. Wednesday, a few flurries, light snow showers. And then for the end of next week, got a high of 35 for Thursday. Friday, 40 with partly cloudy skies. So we'll dive into that 7-day forecast again coming up in a few minutes, but I wanted to give you that forecast first. That way you were at least aware of what to expect here over the next several days. That way if you got plans this evening, I don't want to hold you away from those. But if you want to stay with us, we much appreciate it. Taking a look right now at radar and satellite, and things are, again, quiet when you step outside. Radar and satellite behind me, and we'll just pull it full screen for you. Not showing much of anything, really, just a few mid-level clouds moving through central portions of the tri-state. And what we'll do now is widen this out to show you that much of the country not looking too bad for us. As you can see, we'll widen this out a little bit more. There we are. So what we've got here is high pressure. We showed this yesterday, and I showed it during the 6 o'clock newscast, but there's a high pressure right in here, right near St. Louis. And what it's going to do is it's going to move its way, kind of carve into this area of lower pressure, or just this wave of energy here, allowing for these snow showers over to the Great Lakes region. Consistently been dealing with up there lake effect snow. This high pressure, though, is cutting off that moisture. It's going to continue to move off to the east and eventually cut this off for folks over towards Lake Erie. But for us, it's going to allow for clear skies tonight, aside from the cloud cover we're currently seeing. But it's also going to eventually bring us warmer weather for tomorrow into Sunday as well. But one thing we are looking at is this off to the south. Do note the rain here is moving kind of in a northerly trend here near Dallas. This system is going to make its way up the Mississippi River Valley into the Ohio Valley, and we will see the rain from this system Sunday night into Monday morning. Now, is it a first alert weather day? I don't think so. Right now, the rain does not look super oppressive. Nothing severe out of it, but it does look breezy. Monday does look breezy at this time, but it also looks wet just for the morning hours. I think Monday afternoon, drier air does work its way into the region. And we'll talk about that in the forecast model data here in just a second. Looking at our forecast, or looking at rather not our forecast, but our almanac, I do want to point this out because this is quite impressive. Today's high was 33. The morning low was 11, so very, very cold this morning. Of course, no precipitation was measured, but certainly a cold start to the day. Now, the wind chills weren't too bad. Wind chills were in the single digits, sure, but the winds were pretty calm last night for the most part here across the Fox 19 now viewing area. Now we're down into the 20s. You see here, we got 29 over in Mason and Westchester, 25 in Hillsborough, as well as in Brooksville, Kentucky, 30 in Harrison, 27 in Connorsville and Batesville, also 27 in Warsaw and Dry Ridge. And the winds, they're light. But something I always say anytime it gets this cold is it doesn't matter. Anytime it's below 32, even really if it's below 40, a slight breeze makes a difference with wind chills. So I just showed you temperatures are in the mid to upper 20s. Winds less than 10 miles per hour, 5 to 10 miles per hour. You factor that in, though, and you got wind chills in the teens for some spots. So you got wind chills at 19 in Hillsborough, Brooksville, Dry Ridge, Florence, Warsaw. And 17, the wind chill over in West Union. And then the low to mid-20s elsewhere where winds are even lighter. So no matter what you're doing tonight, maybe you're heading to the deck of the Yalls, maybe you're going to Fountain Square, maybe you're doing some ice skating. Whatever it is you're doing tonight, just keep in mind that you dress in layers. Maybe warm up with some hot cocoa. It's not a bad idea. So tonight's low is going down to 22 degrees. And then tomorrow we're warming up. Again, we got that nice southwest flow. That is going to allow for those conditions to get a little bit milder. So a lot of sunshine, up to 42 degrees for your Saturday afternoon. And then as we head on into the regional forecast, what we've got is kind of more of the same. So warmer air to the south and west, much colder air to the north and east. So here you have it. You got a lot more cloud cover further north and east. So Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Columbus, looking at partly cloudy skies there tomorrow. Same goes for Chicago. Upper 30s and low 40s. Meanwhile, we're going to be influenced by that southwest flow. 43 in Indianapolis, also for Charleston, West Virginia, will be around 42 here. 46 down in Lexington, 53 in Nashville, 55 in St. Louis. And yes, those 50s will move here by Sunday. So what I want to do here now is go forward in this forecast model because it does have our next weather maker, which is going to be rain on Monday. Excuse me. So this is Sunday lunch hour. Things are dry. A lot of sunshine for Sunday, first half of the day. Sunday afternoon, though, Sunday evening, clouds will increase. And then after sunset, Sunday night into Monday morning, early Monday morning, mind you, rain begins to move in. And this system has actually increased speed, so it's moving quicker now, which means it's going to leave here earlier. And it means, I believe, less rainfall. But we are looking at the potential for some moderate downpours. And mind you, this is well before the morning rush hour. This is at 1 a.m. on Monday morning. We will go forward in time here. This is going into 9 a.m. So this is mid-morning. This is going to be towards the end of the rush hour. Let's play this back just a little bit. So let's go back to 6 a.m., 6, 7 a.m. Notice most of the heaviest rain is gone at that point. So could we see a few ponding roads perhaps Monday morning? Maybe. Will we see anything continuing to come down in sheets of rain? No. I think the heaviest of rain will be well before the main part of the morning rush hour. Now, that being said, truck drivers who travel overnight, could they run into some puddles and slowdowns? Maybe. But overall, I don't see this being a major impact issue because of the fact that most of this heavy rain will be out of here before sunrise. And then Monday afternoon, we are looking at the showers coming to an end, just a few lingering light showers Monday afternoon. Now Tuesday, models are going back and forth on rain. We could see a chance of light rain, but at this point it looks like it is a lot drier Tuesday now. And then Wednesday, a few flurries, perhaps a light snow shower can't be ruled out. And then going towards the end of next week, things do look to dry out here into the region, though it'll be colder. So here is the 7-day forecast. Let's pull that back up for you here. That way you can see it for yourself. The 7-day forecast, again, we are looking at warmer conditions as we head on into the latter half of this week and into early next week. So we got 42 for your Saturday after a morning low of 22. Saturday night into Sunday, 33 degrees. In fact, I might bump that up. I'm going to update the 7-day forecast here between now and the 10 o'clock newscast, which will be streaming on 19.3, anywhere else you stream. And then we'll have our final quarter live on Fox 19 after the college football game that is on currently. But we got 50 for, again, Sunday. Clouds increasing. We're dry during the day then. And then Sunday night, low of 44 degrees. Looking at a pretty warm night for Sunday night. Now, Monday, 54. Now, this is also a day where I may bump up the temperatures because right now model data is suggesting that maybe we can see 56, 57 degrees possibly from this. So Monday, yeah, we are looking at mid-50s. I did see a comment on Facebook. I'll check that out real quick. David asking near 60 Monday. Perhaps. It's not out of the question. I think we're not going to reach 60, but I think mid-upper 50s is certainly a possibility here for Monday. Now, it won't be long-lived because after the rain moves through on Monday, temperatures will eventually fall down. Tuesday, I have 49. You can go back and forth, low 50s, upper 40s, kind of semantics at that point, but still looking seasonably mild for Tuesday. Remember, our average highs around this time of the year are into the mid-40s, so that's still above normal. But we go into Wednesday, that's when we're looking at some colder air working in, and with that, a few flurries, light snow showers for Wednesday. Right now, it is just too far to talk about any impacts or limits of impacts at this point. And right now, if you are curious, it does look very limited. It looks like there's going to be a lot of dry air that this has to work against. And for the sake of the matter is that it's just not looked to be a lot of moisture with it. So Wednesday, just a few flurries, maybe a light snow shower, high of 36. And then Thursday and Friday, for the latter half of next week, we are looking at highs in the mid-30s Thursday and Friday 40, and then lows into the low to mid-20s. So that is the 7-day forecast. Let's now look beyond the 7-day forecast. And as you can see here, we've got temperatures warming back up in the 50s. So this is something that we talked about during the 6 o'clock newscast with Courtney and Rob, and that is we're kind of in this swing. So the jet stream pattern is a bit more amplified, so there's a lot more waves. So that kind of allows for a few warm days, a few cold days, back and forth, and we're going to fall into a pattern similarly to that. So let's go ahead and pull up, I'll pull up a model here in a second. I do want to talk about this real quick. So each day from the 16th to the 20th has a chance of rain each day. And do note the temperatures will eventually fall into the mid-40s by the 20th of December. So we are looking at temperatures closer to normal as we get closer towards Christmas. Now, it's too far still to talk about Christmas. We still got, that would be, what would that be? 19 days away. Yeah, so 19 days away until Christmas. I can do math, I promise. I was doing it in a different way, but yeah, 19 days away till Christmas, and right now it's just still a little bit too early to talk any about details or anything specific with regards to Christmas. Now, we are looking at, this is, let's see if the model data wants to load on this one. So this is looking at different heights in the atmosphere. This is a tool we use as meteorologists to look for what air masses we're dealing with. It kind of shows you, too, where the jet stream is. So the jet stream is that river of air. It's kind of helping control different air masses. So here is where that jet stream is. You can see the areas in purple and blue. That's that colder air mass. This is what we were dealing with back on, what day was that? Thursday, or Wednesday. Wednesday is Thursday. Wednesday night into Thursday. Sheesh, my week has been all over the place. But this is the system here that moved through. So now we're looking at rising heights. That's allowing for that ridge to move in. So warmer air moving in for Saturday and Sunday. Warmer relatively speaking, of course. So what we're going to do now is play this out, and you'll see that we will see the yellows and oranges begin to move in on Sunday and Monday. But do note it's not super strong. So though we get into the 50s, it's not going to be a lot in terms of enough heat to get us into those 60s and so on and so forth. So this is Sunday. And this right here, if you're curious, model's doing a very good job at this, by the way. Picking up on the front. So this is the area where that rain is moving in. This is Sunday night. So this is going to move in our direction, and this will be an area of lower pressure that's going to move up in that direction. So watch what happens here. There you go. It moves in Monday morning right over us. And then behind that rain on Monday, we've got colder air moving in eventually by Wednesday. So Wednesday and Thursday, we've got highs in the 30s. Again, this is what meteorologists use to allow us to see the dynamics at play whenever we are making forecasts. Now remember, I said that the pattern is more amplified. This is what I mean. Look at this. Colder air sinking way down here. Much warmer air sinking up towards Nova Scotia. My geography's all over the place. But we are looking at this big amplified pattern here. So you'll see here, we go into the latter half of next week. It kind of falls down a little bit. We go into that next weekend. Again, highs will be back in the 50s by Sunday of next weekend. Not this weekend, well, it will be, but the next weekend we'll also see highs in the low 50s. We go into that following week, so this is December 16th. It ends there. December 16th and 17th. You can infer what's going to happen. Again, we have those temperatures falling back in the 40s. It's because of this. Now, it's not super strong, but it is going to be enough to allow for cooler days, more seasonable days as we head into the 18th, 19th, and 20th here in the tri-state. But do note, if you want colder weather towards Christmas, you might want to pay attention to this big area of colder air. Let me see if I can move the map here. Probably won't be able to. Nope. Okay, I can't move the map. So right here is another big old area of colder air. This could very well sink in and swing in closer to Christmas. So that'll be the best hope if you want to see any kind of snow on Christmas. Right now, it's a little too far to talk about that, but it will be something we monitor as we get closer towards the holiday week. But right now, it's just a little too early. So that is kind of a more extended look, more of a detailed look, rather, as to how this pattern is going to shape up. So that's 7-day forecast behind me. We'll look at any other questions or comments here on our Facebook pages. Anthony says, I'm glad the warm back up. I'll take 50 any day of the week. Yeah. If you like the warmer weather, yeah, you'll like Sunday. Monday, yeah, with the rain, kind of makes it a little more challenging. Sam says, hi, E. Hope you had a great week. Thank you, Sam. Week wasn't too bad. Pretty busy, but can't complain. And Susan says, good evening, Ethan. Good evening to you as well. No comments on my page, at Ethan Emery WX. I believe that's all of the comments. With this being a Friday night, this is usually one of the lower ends of viewership, not just here, but in television as a whole. So I imagine there's not many other people watching. And again, if you are watching, let us know on Facebook. That way I can answer any kind of questions or comments that you may want to have here with this forecast. But in short, the forecast looking like the only active days will be Sunday night and Monday, and then perhaps Wednesday. And when I say active, I mean just having anything with it. Saturday, Sunday, and now it looks like Tuesday Thursday and Friday all look dry in the 7-day forecast. But Sunday night, Monday, and Wednesday, we have chances of precipitation. Now, if you're curious, no, I'm not looking at any severe weather for Sunday night or Monday. It looks like it's just going to be rain and some breezy gusts. Gusts on the order of about 30 miles per hour. But Monday is warm, 54. But then behind that system, colder air does dig in, allowing for lows Tuesday night into Wednesday to fall down to about 29 degrees. Wednesday, 36, 35 Thursday, and back up to 40 by Friday. So, again, we're kind of stuck in this wavy pattern where you got a few warm days, a few cold days, and so on and so forth, at least until the 20th of December. Okay, there are no other additional comments. We've been going on here for a little bit. But I'll be working on the forecast, doing some updates on the 7-day and beyond the 7-day forecast. Got some projects I'm working on behind the scenes with some graphics that makes it a lot easier for our First Alert weather team to get graphics put together, as well as tracking any active weather. Heaven forbid we see anything like that, but we will have some more stuff updated and ready to go for them. But working on that right now. Otherwise, this forecast the next couple of days kind of benign. Cold tonight, low of 22. Tomorrow's high, 42. And then Sunday, we're breaking at 50 degrees. Great day to be able to put up Christmas decorations outside. If you haven't already, I would say Sunday's probably your last good day to do it, because Thursday and Friday, though they're dry, it'll be colder than that of Sunday. But who knows? So that's going to do it. I haven't seen any more comments or questions on the Facebook pages. Oh, here we go. We got a couple of comments. Susan saying, I think a good thunderstorm would be awesome. We don't have that in the forecast anytime soon. But I'm more on the order of I like to see thunderstorms in the spring and summer. Winter thunderstorms kind of I'm not a fan of them anymore after a few years ago. But certainly, thunderstorm watching is something I've always loved doing as a kid. My grandma, my sister, and I would sit on the back porch and watch thunderstorms roll in, because she lived the west side of Hillsborough, near 50, and you could look off in the distance, looking towards Cincinnati, and you'd see storms rolling in. It was really cool to see that as a kid growing up. David saying, watching from Gallipolis, miss my hometown. I'm assuming, David, your hometown being Cincinnati. Gallipolis, beautiful little area there, right along the Ohio River. I usually travel through Gallipolis whenever I'm visiting my sister, because she lives in West Virginia. But can't get enough of Appalachian hillsides and traveling through there. Very beautiful country. But thank you, David, for watching and getting the forecast. Say for you folks down in Gallipolis, definitely probably a degree or two warmer as opposed to up here in Cincinnati. But again, same thing for you folks down there. Rain, it looks like for you in Gallipolis, Monday looks to be a little more extended. So we have rain ending Monday probably around 10 a.m. or so. For you folks down that way in Gallia County, I would say it'd be closer to 11 a.m. noon. So you got more continuing rain just because you're a little bit further east. Actually, I would say more like 1, 2 o'clock. Pardon me. I've moved a little bit further just because it's even further east than Portsmouth. So I've got to keep that into account. So yeah, I would say you're going to look at rain majority of the day on Monday. And we miss you too, David. So thank you for commenting here on the Fox 19 Facebook page. Okay, we'll take one last look at my Facebook page real quick before we close things off. Got one comment there. Chelsea, big fan, says, pick a season already, Mother Nature. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, this is living in Ohio Valley. No doubt about that. When it comes to this time of year, you kind of get the big swings of temperatures and all different types of precipitation, just how it goes. But again, thank you all so much for joining us here on this Friday edition of 7:15. Again, we're going to be not on Fox 19.1 until after the college football game. After then, you can see us giving you the latest news and weather headlines as well as the final quarter live. But if you want to watch our 10 o'clock newscast as regularly scheduled, you can watch us on 19.3 or anywhere you stream. So that's going to do it for us here. I got to get the stuff updated for those newscasts and also get things prepped up with some of the projects I'm working on behind the scenes. So that's going to do it. Again, thank you all so much for joining us. Have a wonderful Friday evening. Stay safe and stay warm.